Hey guys and gals, welcome to what I think is going to be the last installment of the Optimus Prime Transformer set. I believe this is 10302, and we're going to be doing bags 7 through 10. And I'm not sure exactly how far we're going to get on that. I don't know if I'm going to break it up to doing bags 7 and 8 and do 9 and 10 in another video. I don't know. I just know I need to get this done ASAP. So, look that over here. And that doesn't look too intimidating. It's only full about 2/3, but it's all small pieces. Yeah, so we're going to have to put a lot of small stuff together tonight. So, first thing I want to do is read ahead and see exactly what we're doing here. And the reason being is make sure we have no repeats. So I'm just blasting through this. So it looks like the front and the two sides. So something snaps right on here. So let's get started on that. And man, I have been hammered with work lately. It's just been kind of brutal. So I'm plugging and chugging away. So what does that mean? I need to relax a little bit from looking at the screen. So I'm doing Lego. Okay. So we'll see if we can do this and that. If not, if I have to break this in another installment, I will. So we'll see how far we can get on it. Let's just bag 7 through 10. Okay. I like these metallic or pearl silver pieces. And I have a feeling, last installment is mentioning about going on a possible vacation. Well, that slowly fell through. Actually, swiftly. You know, when you get hit hard with tons and tons of work and everybody needs your assistance, you just don't get a break. So yeah, so I need something to cheer me up after today. And the person who says, oh, working for yourself is not too bad, that's a lie. Because it's just as bad. Alright, I'm missing one more of these things right here. So, plenty of these angular plates and stuff in the set. This set is kind of fertile in those. Alright, so if I can't find stuff, let's start sorting pieces here. Because, and these are printed by the way, which is cool. You know, if you can't find them, you're going to have to start sorting. And we have been getting dust storms out here, so I had this stuff kind of sitting by the window, kind of in a way. The window was closed, but dust has a way of finding its way in here. So I'm hoping that it didn't get too bad. And this piece here, I'm hoping we use that today. So I really don't know. I've been kind of plugging away at building campers in Lego. I have an idea that I want to build, but it's either finding the time or finding the right pieces. Which in here I'm looking for one more of these. Alright, what I'm going to do, process of elimination. I'm going to start removing all the gray stuff off the counter and put it in here. Anything that's gray, because if you can't find it, because the red is just overwhelming my my vision right now, so I'm going to start removing some of the gray. I mean, I got billions of those, so I hope I didn't. Oh, there it is right there. So now we found it. Anyways, that's pretty much what it is. And we need to put more gray on here. This time it's nothing but radiator grills. 1, 2 plates. You know, but the thing about doing these sets that you normally don't build, it changes the flavor up a bit. And then I get the option, or I get the option to review this stuff too. So for someone who's not into this type of theme, it makes it easier to bring in my findings and say this is a great set, or it could be a lousy set. So far, the build quality on this thing seems pretty strong, and it's keeping my interest. So I do want to build something though with a bit more color. I got a stack of sets that got a lot of colors in them. I want to get to them. When am I going to get to them? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so we need to build 2 of these little headlight things, one that's mirrored than the other. So let's start tackling that now. Well, that looks like a plate, and they actually want you to do this. Stick them inside the tubes, the center tubes. I think that's where they're supposed to go. No, I thought they were in the tubes here, but no, they're not. Sometimes Lego just don't do the arrows. Just don't. just don't do it. It's more confusing than it's worth. Highlight the parts or something, but the arrows are just not really any help. So they're going to be like that. I don't think it really matters, but they show them as separate steps. So I'm wondering how many of you guys and gals, well, most don't even watch these, but how many of you are ready for the summer? I know I'm not. If you're in the desert, yeah, you don't really want to be sweating too much. I mean, I have a pool and everything, but I don't swim all that much. Okay, I see a difference here. So 2 of these don't go here. We're actually building 2 different types. So they're like this. Which one is the one I'm working on now? Okay, that one there. Get that there where you can see it better. And you still can't see it better. Let's see, we'll fix that right up. There. So I'm doing these right now. And alright. So the tile, I'm looking at both of them here. The tile goes on the ones with the holders, and the other stuff goes on with the stick. And if you don't think you can do this, you don't have to. The way I'm building multiples right now, some just can't do that, I understand. We've all been there at one point or another, and it's already getting hot here. In fact, I don't even know what the temperature is outside. Should just crack open a window. Okay, and then for the headlights, it's just two clear round flat tiles, 1x1 flat tiles. I found out why some of these people who do these, they wear gloves to do this stuff, is they don't get fingerprints on it when they do the review. And I'm not that hardcore up into that. I mean, I still need to get that Formica to put on the top of this, but I can only find 4x8 sheets. No one's willing to sell me a 2x4 or even a 3x5. Okay. So it goes like that. Okay. And this is going to require a sticker. Yay! I love stickers. Not. This is going so well. I know there's 5 stickers we got to put on, so one of them being is on that big flat slope. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. Let me see here. Oh, it's a slope, not a. I was looking for a plate with bow. Holder, and I'm assuming that this is because they don't have another color. You know what? Do we have to build a mirror of this? But we're working our way around slowly. Let's hope I can stay awake long enough. I may break this thing down into two and one more installment after this. See, this part is not part of the gig here. I don't have to do the live builds or the build process. I don't have to do these. I do this just for fun. Just to sit here and vlog and talk and stuff like that. So this is the front bumper. I'm assuming this probably goes here. Complete with sticker. And I got to deface another one of these. So first things first, I'm going to put this stuff on. And after I get done with the sticker, there's a multi-step. It's just mirrored. So that's where it goes. Yep, here we go. My hand's starting to shake again. Whoops, well, I gotta put it on there. I did it. I started sweating a little bit, but I got it on there. You know, and I know some people are going to hate the review on this, and that's fine by me. But if this is a novelty item, it should not have stickers. If it's expensive, it should not have stickers. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and tip this thing down a bit more here. There we go. And I can't emphasize this so much. I don't mind spending a little bit more on a set. Doesn't bother me. But for God's sake, don't put stickers on this stuff. I mean, it's you know, it's your Lego set. You can do whatever you want. But for me, once I'm done with the review, that stuff just gets ripped off. You know, some people. I have a friend that makes his own custom decals and sticks them on his Lego bricks. You know, for me, if this was printed, I could think of other uses for that. If it's stickered, I don't really. I mean, of course, I could just get these parts, but 2x6 flat tiles are very rare for me right now. And oh, I forgot some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's very hard to find someone in my area that I know that likes camping. I used to like going to camp. I like going on those nice morning and evening walks just to make a nice little exploration out of it. And some people just don't care much for that stuff. Honestly, that does not look half bad. Imagine just setting that on an actual build. You know. Well, we are going to set it on there next, huh? Alright, let's just scoot all that out of the way there. And it goes right here. This is actually supposed to be like this. How do you know how far to swing it in? Not too bad. We really couldn't see that, but there it is. Snaps in right here. Not sure, but it looks really good. It looks like an actual toy. Well, it is, but not a... It's like a novelty toy. Oh, I see what's going on. So it shows that these... I don't know which way those go. These fold in like this. I think that's how it goes. No. That's what it looks like. Looks like it's a face. Here's your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. That's stickered up. Okay. So if this is a duplicate piece, then that's what I'm going to be focusing on. So, yeah, they're mirrored. Okay. So, got the main one, got that one there. Remember the last couple of installments I've been doing this just because it's left and right, and it makes the build go a lot faster, so I'm not spending so much time. I finished one up. Oh, gotta do it again. There's part two. Alright. Okay, so we're going to take two of these here, and you're going to click these. See if we can hear that sound. Yep, we did. So, because that's what it says in the manual, it says click. So we heard it, so we know we're doing it right. Let's see here. Yep. And these go in here. How far do they go in? Alright. And then a couple of 1x2 bricks. I may just do just these 2 bags. I don't know how full my camera is. I hadn't even checked. I've been neglecting that. Now it's you know, something I gotta do eventually. 1x5 plates. Very rare. Alright. I've been working on my Minecraft custom structures pack. My goodness, I got pretty far on that. I got a whole entire stronghold like spawning, like my own version of it. Just fully custom. I hadn't even put any like villagers or anything running around in there, but it's turning out pretty good. Well, first I thought I had to put a sticker on this. I got millions of those. Why don't we put stickers on parts that I have billions and millions and trillions of? Okay. So it's just easier to start and then make the composite version there. And then, I mean, these are printed. If this whole set was like this, this would have been an A+. But if it's something with stickers, the value for me goes down. Not from a collector's point of view, but in terms of I have to stop and take the stickers off. You know, some people say I complain too much about it, but it's true though. You know, something's pretty pricey, even if it's given to you. I mean, my goal is to review, and I try not to think too much bias like some out there do. Alright. I sure love these 1x5 bricks or plates. About time Lego's making these odd numbered sizes. Like 5 seems like a cool number, but in Lego it's not. It's like in Minecraft. I always like building in odd numbers. It's easier to center lights and stuff and doors, but if I want a double door, then I have to build even. It's almost like building in Sims. I haven't played Sims in a while, speaking of that. Okay, we are missing... Oh no, we're not. So we're missing one of these, but nope. Okay. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of comments, and you know, it's like the tutorials, people like them and stuff, and then when it comes to the reviews, a lot of people don't get that the reviews are not just there to fill up the channel. The reviews are, you know, for someone to watch and, oh, that's where he gets his parts from. This set's got some pretty good pieces. I could use those for my own custom build. You know, that kind of thing. But I literally had somebody ask me on a haul video of mine, where do you get your pieces at? And I looked. This is a Lego Pick-a-Brick haul. And it says it in the description where I get my parts from. Not on this channel. I have to set that in here eventually. And I'm like... But on my main channel, there's no excuse. Must be the doors or something. And then take these Put them there. And they go like that, I believe. Yep. Take the composite one. And then these are pretty cool to have these in pearl silver. Not flat silver, they're pearl silver. So they're pretty cool to use for plumbing and pipes and stuff. Alright. Does the notch go? The notch goes like perpendicular to that. I thought it tucked behind there, but it didn't. There we go. Alright, I'm kind of confused here. Oh, I see. I was like, how does that go in there? No, you just stick this in here first. I think one of these other shafts must go through it. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. We're getting there, guys and gals. We're getting close. And then the notch goes on the same size as that. So now you're going to have to feed that whole thing in here like that. Must be the exhaust stacks. I don't know. Let's see here. And then, yeah. Not sure where these go yet. I must have misplaced something because where do those go? Did we forget something here? We haven't done anything with that yet. I'm beginning to think that doesn't belong here. Oh, I see where that goes. Alright. So the plate goes here. Not that thing. That thing has been bothering me. And let's see here. So it goes right in here. That doesn't make sense because it looks all... Oh wait, this thing's hinged. It's like, well, how does it even go in there? Okay, so you have to... This is going to be kind of a challenge. I need to do this on something flat. And then something like that. So that's what it does. I don't think we even got the head on here yet. There we go. Alrighty. And that's pretty much what's left. Okay, let's proceed on with bag 8. Maybe we'll get lucky this time and this piece will disappear. Okay, first thing I want to make sure is, are we building, is this the same here? Yep, it's a mirror. Alright. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. We're doing the same thing we did before. We're just going to mirror it. At least now we're using some medium-sized parts. Okay. Stick that there. All right, flip it over. And two of these. And then one of these regular plates here. Flip it over again. And another 1x3. So we'll set these here. And 1x4 flat tiles. I think it's a 1x4. There's one, and I see the other one over here. I know the last few bags are pretty colorful compared to this. And honestly, after a while, I'm kind of getting tired of working with the same colors. It's like even working on my own builds. Oh man, yawns are setting in now. Okay. And now we start putting bricks on everything. Friction fork and a couple of 1x2s and 1x3s. Set those there. And then the forks. That's if I can find them. Please go right here. Okay, we got the plates. Got those. Alright. And start pulling out the parts I know I need. So you got to basically stack two of these together and then stack these where they're both lined up with each other. These little 1x1 bricks with cross hole. And we set that right there. And then, yeah, eject. I wish we had an eject button on some of this. Like I said, there is some printed pieces in here, but I mean, you could get away without having printed stuff on this. It would still look pretty good. But I have to fulfill my duties. Alright. Put one of those in there. So basically this is a toy built with a toy. That's exactly what this is. When I was a kid though, I tried building my own toys and Lego bricks and, you know, didn't turn out too well. Okay. And see this stacking build here where they got the two pieces and you set the one on top. That's kind of what I've been doing. It just speeds up the manual a lot faster and you don't have to waste so much time. At least it's not small stuff. I need to get back into doing live gaming streams and such. You know, I always say, oh, I'm going to have free time. I'm going to do those. And, you know, I never end up doing them. Alright. So we're going to have to build a set of hands. So and course, since we're building two, a composite one or a mirrored image, that's what we're going to have to do. Alright, and flip it over. I don't think that goes in there. No, it doesn't. It's one of these. All these awesome pieces, and I'm using the basic stuff. Another one of those. Oh, there it is. And then we crown it off with these. Ooh. I don't like the way that sounded. Hope nothing broke. I'm gonna have to get up and crack the window open here. Well, I need one more of these. Either it's hiding from me or what, but I've got a couple of the smaller ones. So I'm going to start setting parts off. Oh, there it is. See, sometimes moving stuff around, it just helps. Stick that right there. Okay. And then we start making the fingers. Alright. So this goes on the end. Build a mirror one of that, we'll be ready to go. See, I'm finding all these duplicate parts that I don't need right now. So what I'm going to do is just set these off to the side until I find the part that I need. Alright. Alright. A couple lamp holders. Tells me to rotate it anyways. So we'll do it like that. And this goes in the middle. Yep. Oh, here's another printed piece, a tie. You can hang that in your closet. But yeah, I'm in the mood to do a mock, not a copy the picture. Sure find a lot of these angler plates, but nothing useful. This is what's taken forever, is finding all these pieces, because there's a bunch of small stuff there. Alright. And after you get all those done, they're all clamped together. So what they did here, they just I thought the fingers moved independently. No, they don't. They're just stuck on a plate, and the plate attached to these here. Well, just trying to line all this up here is kind of a pain. Alright. Alright. That's one that's one hand done. And I got a bunch of these. I need to find one more of these. There's the plate. Oh. You probably can see it better than I can. I'm just going to slowly separate things. Slowly in the terms of going through it, trying to find it. Oh, it should have been in here. Did I misplace it or something? Because that is a part I don't think I have in that color. If it's lost, then it's lost. But you really can't tell on here. I mean, I have a lot of these in white because I ordered a bunch, but yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, I don't. I got these corner tiles, but well, not sure where it went, so it means I gotta. Oh, here it is, right there. Probability of elimination. We got rid of that thing there, so now we found it. Never mind. I thought maybe it was missing or lost somewhere else, but we found it. All right, so there's the boxing gloves, and did we forget to put some stuff on there? Oh, we skipped a whole page. Oh. Okay, well, we got that done. Two pages must have stuck together. So no big deal. Nothing got injured. So here's the eject button. So I guess that's how we escape this thing. Let me go like this. I mean, I'm missing like 4 steps, 10 steps. 6 steps. I knew I'd get it right. Okay. Okay. It's just like the picture. And then I'm just debating if I should just keep going after this or just stop. Because I do have a tutorial that I'd like to work on the next day, and that I really want to get done. Okay. And 2 corners. And we got rid of a lot of parts now. Whew. I don't think there's stickers on these. Okay. After that, these. Yeah, once you start going through all the parts, it's pretty easy, huh? It's easy to find stuff when you clear off your workbench. Okay, then this, it's right in the center here. Okay. Yep, we're going to have to build more sub-steps. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and finish this thing up. You know, so I can do the tutorial stuff. Uh-oh, we're missing one of these. We still have not even used that yet. I don't think it goes to anything. I don't remember using it in my builds, but I'm not sure exactly where that goes. Watch, it's the very last bag, which it probably is. And then rotate these around. They go right here. Or they don't go there. I got it backwards. There we go. And we just built the hands, and the hands see if that's how it's supposed to be. Trying to line up the picture here, make sure it's correct. Yeah. And then it goes in here. That means that this guy goes in there. Alright. Got that done here. Here's some literature. The original toy's hands had to be detached and could be stored in his chest in vehicle mode. In the Lego model, the hands are designed to fold into the wheel wells instead of detaching. Wow, we actually improved that. So it's actually improved from the actual toy. Okay. Well, okay. Well, let's see how that goes on there. And so we're doing this arm here. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Okay. This guy now is going to get some arms. Now, how do we attach these in here? Right here. Okay. That means that this one goes on this side here. I'm trying to be a little careful because this thing's starting to get pretty darn heavy. There we go. And this has got some weight to it so far, but I'm afraid something's going to break on it, my luck, so I got to be careful. And after all that, you go through the whole thing we did again to build the right arm. And we're not done with the parts yet. Do we need to build two of these? No, but it's his head. Okay. Let's get on that one. Let's see here. Because I need this. And alright, I see how it goes together. Oh, and by the way, this is not to be construed as a tutorial or anything like that. This is just for an illustration. I know some get confused about that, or a few people get confused. It's just meant to, you know, not only for your entertainment, but for me to document my build process as I go. The build-in thought process. Well, I need this. Okay. Okay. Got the tile down there. Alright. At first I thought these were ridge slopes, but they're not. It'd be nice if they were. And this goes like this. And so this sits in here. That's kind of funky. This is pretty complicated in terms of build quality. If you ever have to take this thing apart, it's like a Technic set. You have to take it apart. You may want to do it in reverse. At least there's one of these. Alright. Alright, so we have to put some flat tiles on here. So what it does is it swoops around like this, and they're on both sides, so you just need 6 of these little round, quarter round tiles, and you know how fun these are to straighten out. So it kind of looks like a little Pac-Man. Same thing on this side. Yeah, I mean, could a kid put this together? Like I said, if he or she has a little bit of patience, actually gotta have a lot of patience. This would not be hard at all. Same for adults. Alright. This actually has eyes printed on them too. Like sunglasses. And seeing if I can get this right. So I think it goes right here, and then the angular plate goes on top. But, oh, here it is. It's starting to look like something now, huh? Starting to look like something. Not sure what yet, but if everything goes well, this should join up with this. And it does. And 3 jumper plates. And are we missing something? Oh, that's strange. I was looking at that, I had to read it twice. So you put a tile here, I think. And then you take this and it just sits on one stud. Really not much holding that on there. That's how they did it. And then we stick this on here. On the front. If I can find it. Okay. The next one just goes down. Yeah, this little stuff, you know, after a while it's a lot of work. Okay. Then there's a plate that goes on here. I think the bow tie goes on there, yep. So he is wearing his bow tie on his forehead. Looks pretty mean. And we're still not done yet. I thought, okay, we're getting close. We still got a few more pieces left. Got to stick these teeth pieces in these. Stick with tube things. And then like that. What are we building here? A bulldog? There we go. And we still have not used that piece yet. And let's put that on the body, and this is what's left. So that will go set off to the side. And let's see here. Okay, I see where that goes. Now, buddy, you're going to have a head. Well, I can't get that on there. What if I were just to come in here and... because I can't hold on, I feel like I'm going to break it, so I'm going to stick the head on like this. The reason why is so I can hold underneath it. There we go. Looks pretty good, huh? So far it looks like it's done. Okay, it showed something right here. I think that's... did I jump ahead? Oh yes, that's the next step. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this up now so we can, well, so I can move on to something else. I gotta go get something to drink here. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. So bag 9, it's about the same as all the other bags. I don't know what that's for. And we still got our mystery piece, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think it goes in there. I'll set it back over there to taunt us. And so I think that goes inside the little windshield. Let's see if we have to build a duplicate. No. Alright. Yes, you get a lot of transparent orange pieces. This palette right here looks like Halloween colors. Alright. So we got to put 4 of those. I do that same thing too. I start with one like this. Or sometimes I'll just start with the plate alone and tell you to put 4 of these on there. I did get a question asked, well, several times, would I ever become a Lego designer? And sadly, it would just be a job, so no. I know some people want to do that, but you know, once it starts becoming a job, that's when it's not fun anymore. So this just sits right in the middle here, and you got to put the pegs inside the tubes. And okay, and then this sits inside. Is this laser? Is this his laser to melt people's brains out? So what we do now is we open this up, and this is pretty flimsy. So I got to put my hand underneath it here, or just do this. Or does it just sit in there? Huh. I guess that's all it does. It's in there firm. Okay. Now, this next step is Friends colors. It's like, what? When I was doing the brick exploration, it's like, this doesn't even look like it belongs in here. So you get a good assortment of these, well, a good generous amount. And there we go. We're just basically doing this. Why don't they just make the bottom plates transparent? That'd have been really cool. You know, I always loved looking at the transparent bricks. It's something you don't really have in your collection. Even for a collection like my own, I don't have a lot of transparent parts. This whole thing's got some weight to it. And then after that, well, it just sits there right by them. So what is that, his battery? Do we put batteries in this thing? Is that what that is? So that's technically done there. Now we're going to do that. At least now we're using the orange color. Is there a duplicate of that or no? This is his laser, his drill. Oh, okay, I see. His hand will pop out. To install that. So the next 2 bags are accessories. That's pretty much what this is. Accessory builds. Well, bag 10 didn't really have a lot in it. Gotta get through all the splat pieces first. So I think now it's just all accessory stuff. Like I'm looking for these here. And now that's the right color. At first I thought it was the same color as that. No, that's a little lighter. If you're building that, you'll see that and go, wait, what? And then okay. Oh, I see. We got to put another brick there. You know, this kind of reminds me of all the bricks that I bought to build that giant jack-o'-lantern. Lots of orange bricks. And I build that pretty much every year. I remember I had to try to piece it together, and then I finally came up with a doable building guide, and I've been getting requests for people to buy it. I'm like, okay, let me make it more of a formal building guide. So, if you're one of the guys and gals who bought it, I really appreciate it. And two, if I ever improve the build quality of it, you'll get a free upgrade. I had a few ask me, you know, can I haul out the eyes and make them glow? I'm like, you could, but it's not really meant for that. Somebody asked me if it was safe for candles. I'm like, oh no, you wouldn't want to put a candle in there. Alright, so these just sit in here. And bushing. Okay. So when I do the review on this, this review will be pretty easy to do in terms of, you know, just doing a 360 spin, doing a close-up, but then there's doing the accessories, you know. That'll be fun to do that and see if something breaks. You probably already have seen the review now, but since now I'm actually reading the manual carefully. Alright, so there's a plate that goes on the top of that. Not that. So bag 9 is accessories. I think bag 10 is like the nameplate or something for this. Okay. And okay, we flip it upside down. Wait. It's supposed to go like that. Okay. My bad. Whoops. And then we put the splats on the sides. And if you guys want some documentation with the manuals, let me know, and I can do those too, like they do here. I could do my documentation like, oh, the reason why I'm doing this is blah, 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 blah. So, this goes on like that, I believe. Indeed it does. And we're not done with that yet. Optimus Prime only uses Energon Axe once in the original cartoon, but in other media he frequently uses it when doing Magnetron. Yeah. Well, that's a nice little tidbit. I didn't know that. Of course, I really never sat down and watched Transformers. But at least the book gives you some tidbits about the build. I really want to see LEGO do more of that, like they did with the that other set that I built. They did it with the succulents, orchid, the pyramid. Now they're doing it with this. I really want to see more of that. I think honestly that's a winner. You know. Okay. These glider plates are like a lifesaver. And this goes... I almost put that in wrong. I don't think it matters, but there's his axe. With the Technic nail. Oh, it's in the wrong hole. Alright. So the Technic nail just goes in the... Remember, it goes in the regular hole. Don't put it in the cross hole. Glad I read that, because it was like, no, don't put that there. And the other one lines up with this. Let's see, hold it correctly here, so it should be facing upwards. And I think that's it for that. And let's just do a run through real quick here, make sure we're doing this correctly. So, what it says is that you can slide out his hand, like that, and it says you can rotate it. Huh. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to be. I think they're both supposed to be like that. There we go. And then well, how do you attach that on there? Unless it's like that. It tells me to pop off his arm, and that doesn't go in anywhere, huh? And what does that do? Okay, let me show you here. I'm totally lost here. They tell you to pull off his arm. That's what it looks like now. And they tell you to rotate something here. First I thought maybe it was this. Let me pull it over and look at it, because oh, that's how it's supposed to go. Okay, so this piece here, manual doesn't really show it. You had to really pay attention right there. And steel, how do you even put that on there? Oh, okay, I see. So there is those two 1x1 bricks with cross hole. So that's how they go on there. except this is obviously backwards. You stick it on there like that, so now he can go in and he can chop some trees down. I'll pop that out of there. So flip it back up, stick the little hand in there. So far pretty good, and we still got something else to build. So we're just building all the, what is that, a bazooka or a ray gun? Well, that just fell on the floor. And it's always these round pieces that like to fall down. Okay. Yeah, so if you're buying this, this would be a great novelty piece, but you know, I don't think this thing is really going to be up for the battle. And I'm just being honest. I can lie to you and possibly tell you this thing will be durable, but this is meant as a shelf hog. It'll just sit on a shelf and look good. For me, I'm going to scrounge it up for parts. Sorry, Transformer, when I'm done with you and I do the review, well, yeah. You'll be transforming alright. You'll be transforming into the parts bin. Matter of fact, there'll be some good parts to make some vehicles. Like, there might be some good pieces to make you into a moving van or something. Got to move a couple of houses around. A flatbed truck, there we go. We'll convert you to a flatbed truck to move the big houses. Jay, you don't need to rip it apart. Yeah, I'm gonna rip that thing apart. But don't, Jay. Well, I got to. It's a toy. It's meant to be torn apart. You know, I'm really surprised they don't have this stuff for Toy Story. Make a big Sid action figure. Have them rip apart Woody. Lego, if you're watching these, make a Sid. I'm talking about like I don't know how tall Sid would be in real life. Maybe a 4.5, 5 foot Sid. And have them torture toys. I buy that. Alright. Oh, that fits right around that roof slope. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's what it looks like there. And yeah, I don't know if I can make it this long, but I'm already here. And okay, so let's go like that then. I wonder what this is. Oh, that's right, that's the bazooka, huh? Oh, what a waste. We're using this for weapons. I want to use this for something fun, like a tree. Makes a great spruce tree part. What are we making here? I really don't have a clue. Yeah, it's 1-to-1. Yeah, it's the only one that's 16 studs long. Okay. Alright. Put this here. Well, I think I did something wrong. Let's see here. Yes, I put it on backwards. Well, let me just do this then. Stick that on first. Then stick this in here. And then shove that all the way down there. Now I fixed it. Okay. Is that the Technic pin? No, I messed up. I gotta take that apart again. I'll just slide that off. These both look the same. I just grabbed one because I saw the thing sticking out of the side and thought that was it. No, you need the Technic brick for that. And now we use this for the next step. So yeah, this is something for me I would never buy personally. Just not my taste. It's a nice build. I mean, at least being honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the best set in the whole wide world. I've heard that a quadrillion times. Okay. We're still building stuff on that? My goodness. We don't have a lot of parts left, and yeah, it's just little tiny stuff now. I mean, little stuff. Like I said, previous installments, if you like these little pieces, knock yourself out. Give me a random box of just a box of random parts, and then let me go to town. We're really packing in the detail on here. But I'm going to be honest with you, this one here, this is giving you a lot of detail. Alright, so this part goes on like this. One to one, and they got it down here again, so always note those. So we got this. You know, I needed these. Now they got them in here. Yep. And then it goes in on the center hole. I've seen some videos where these guys make fully working weapons out of Lego bricks. I'm like, wow. And then we stick that right on there. And the middle hole again. There we go. We still got parts, so that means we're going to have to do more here. It tells me to stick one of these rims without the tire. And then 3 of these. Okay, these just lock in place. Okay. And one that faces the other way, and a large bushing. So that barely stays on. Oh, now it goes on there. Okay, so I don't know where that went. Make sure there's nothing else hidden in here. Is this just an extra piece? Sometimes Lego's been known to give extra pieces. Why this? I'm looking and making sure here. I think that's it. Because I don't see any other things that are missing. And yet this is still here. So I am like this. Let me take a look here. I mean, where does the extra shield go? Was this just something that they gave me extras of, or does it go on the weapons? I don't really see where that would go. I see it on his face. No, it fell off his face. I thought I put that on there. Alrighty, that explains why you're not talking, huh? There we go. I was like, where did that come from? Boy, this thing really is kind of flopping around. So, basically, here you fold his hand out of the way. Or, let me see here. Or just do this. Rotate his hand. And then you just set this on here like this. You can wrap his paw around it. Let me get over here and show you. So now he can wrap his hand around that. And it looks like he's really shooting. And you can literally pinch your fingers in this too. So yeah, we're building accessories. So we built bag 9 is just accessories. So basically after bag 8 is, you know, from 1 to 8 it's just the transformer. Bag 9 is just this stuff here. And bag 10 is coming up. Okay. Well, let me stuff these over here. Now, do you belong in that bag? I doubt it. Alright, so bag 10... Whoa! Getting a little excited here. So bag 10 is this thing here. It must be a jetpack or something. So this thing probably takes flight too. And then the nameplate. Alright. There's not a lot on here, and they want me to put a sticker on this. You know, what a waste of a good slope. And I'm just going to flat out say it. Some people hate my honesty. Yeah. Honestly, this novelty piece is not really worth it if it's got stickers on it, to be, in my opinion. Okay. Oh no, they don't go like that. They're offset. At least we're only building one this time. Once we build two of those. Alright. And of course they go like that. And one of these and two of these smaller ones on top. That's pretty much all pieced together. And more small stuff. Next is some blue bricks. Wow. Medium Azure in this. I think we saw that a few times, but still in this set. Oh, do we have to deface this too? How much stickers are left? Yeah, I bet this sticker goes on that tile. Any flat tiles that I could be using for a mock or a tutorial are getting defaced. So yeah, gotta sticker it up, everyone. Stick those stickers on. Here's some more documentation. The jetpack is based on Sideswipe's jetpack from the Generation 1 cartoon or G1 cartoon. Optimus Prime borrowed it from episode More Than Meets the Eye, Part 3 to pursue blah blah blah, blah space something. Yeah. You can download the manual and read all that yourself. I mean, at least they give you history and stuff in these things. Alrighty. Let's see here. So this in the nameplate, I think, is the last items. And it's pretty much what it is. Yeah, I'm ready for a camping trip. You know, just to get out of town and don't have to look at a computer. Don't worry, I still check my messages though. But no programming or anything like that. The jetpack. I mean, we have this nice color just buried in there. Oh, I'm at step 389. Wow. We're going to make it up to 400 before we know it. Usually when I'm doing tutorials and mocks, I'm working on about 3 or 4 projects at the same time. Doing this, you know, when you're on a deadline, you got to get it done. You just have to finish it up. I'm getting attacked by the yawn monster. Alright, so the fat edge goes here. And the skinny edge goes here. Just about got it, guys and gals. And looks like it's all flat tiled and wall elements now. So these go around here. And then there's 2 things that go here. So it's obviously mirrored. I believe that this goes here. Yes, it does. So we got to mirror this on the other side. I'm just going to start grabbing pieces and stick them on. And get it done. There we go, right there. And that takes care of that one. I'm assuming this goes on there sometime. It doesn't go on there now, because step 393 tells us not to. Alright. So it is a, I'm not going to say playable toy, but it is an action figure that is functional. So I would say that even though this is meant to be admired, it's functional. This would have been a great mock. If somebody says, well, Jay, build a tutorial out of something like this, you know, it would be hard. Now, I'm sure you could use the pieces to make other mocks, but just going looking at this, I think this is more of a novelty piece. And will I ever keep this together? Honestly, I don't know. Alright, so that does go on there. How does that even attach? I can't wait to fold it up and see what it looks like. So, step 394 was just that. And alright, so this gets sandwiched in there. Pretty seamless. Yeah, so this is a toy you can actually, it's actually not playable, but, oh, okay. I gotta show you guys something here. I think we found this missing piece. You need 4 of them here. So that piece got bounced around from what, bag 1 or 2 all the way up to 10. So that's where those go. We found it. A few installments later, but we have found it. I just built one of these. Oh, I see. So they go like this to fill in those. You know, but yeah, like I said, if I had all the pieces that I ever want to build stuff out of, and say, hey, I need you to manufacture a piece for me, I could build some really killer mocks. The new Pick-a-Brick, though, it just kind of stinks because some of these new pieces, I won't have access to them for like 6 months, so really the only way to source parts now with the new Pick-a-Brick, you could either go through Bricklink and hope you find a seller that's got a good deal on not only the part but the shipping, and 2, the quantity. Sometimes they'll price gouge you. Oh, and I forgot to put all this stuff in here. So there's actually plates that go in here, including this tile too. So I almost forgot all that. I was building it and just skipped all that. I'm right down here. I'm supposed to put that in way above there. My bad. Whoops. Saw those and got all excited. So I'll blame the set on that one. Alright. Now we're all caught up. Alrighty, so now these go here. The tiles probably to give it a little bit of a filler underneath. And this one goes here. These are nice pieces. I just wish they were longer. These 2x2. Wish they had these in 2x6 with the studs on one side. or better yet 2x8s. Matter of fact, just make a bunch of sizes of those. Handy piece to have. And we're not done yet. Stick those inside the tubes. Ugh. Yep, bed's calling me right now. And then there's a couple of them that go here. And the shoulder pads. But, oh, I see how they go on. I was like, wait, how are those going to attach on there? No, we got to make these. I wasn't paying attention. You could tell I'm obviously getting tired. So, don't try to build this in one sitting unless you're really just bored or wanting to mess up here. And we got to build a mirror of something real quick. We're not even close. You know, there's not a whole lot left on here. It's just, you think you're like, oh, there's not a lot of parts, you know. No, you got a lot of stuff to do still. So this set will keep you plenty entertained and occupied. Matter of fact, this is the same as this, except the pins go in opposite holes. So blue goes in there and the black goes in the other one. What, no white Technic pins? Those would have been epic. Yeah, make rainbow colored Technic sets. Instead of yellow, black, gray, and so, okay, I see how they go on. Wait a minute. Okay, so they go like this right here. Yeah, there we go. And a couple more of these. These are pretty cool, these profile bricks. What would I use them for in a mock? I don't know. And these go here. Just about done, guys and gals. Just a few more things here. Of course, this is all that's remaining, including this. So now we got to build 2 rockets. And these just sit inside the tubes. Reminds me of one of those tops. Okay, and then something snaps in here. Oh, these do. And then of course they go onto here. Okay. Where does that 2x3 brick go? There we go. I think that's it. So let's take a look here at this bad boy. Yeah, this is what's taken forever, is me stopping and inspecting the work. But this goes right here. So these go right in this area here. But how would you do that Did I put something together wrong? Huh. It makes sense if it goes like this. Did I build? I may have built that wrong too. Flat tiles are here. Yeah. It's built just like the picture. Something just doesn't look right about it. Here it is right here. So, yeah, I don't know. This is in the way. Unless this tucks inside of here. Oh, it does. How stupid of me. So, it's supposed to snap in there. Actually, it is snapped in there. Is it easy to come off? Yeah. So yeah, that's another accessory piece. Alright, well, it's coming along pretty good. Now we gotta build the little name plaque and deface this brick real quick, and then we're done. So, well, at least these tiles here got unscathed. I think I was supposed to put a sticker on one of these other guys. Still have this tile here. Oh, I see where it goes. It's just a floater. And I think they purposely did that to torment me. Oh. Well, I really do need some slate, don't I? And I know how to remove the stickers off if I need to. It's just using a little bit of cleaner to remove the... It's the residue that kind of rubs me the wrong way. And where did this brick come from? You know, it's in that bag. It could have been from one of my things. I was using some gray bricks, so... Yep, I'm going to have to put this on there. I really don't want to do this. Yep. See, I never can get them on there. And see, now it's stuck on there. I can't get it off, and it's slightly hanging over that edge. Yeah, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of this. If this was printed, this would have been worth to me a lot more than in its condition, but there's the stand. And the last thing is this plate here, this tile. So before we move on to defacing that part, and yes, I'm using the word deface. Let's see where this brick goes. I think that came from my own collection. Yeah. Oh, I see where it goes. Okay, it's buried in there. So it's just buried in there. I guess to keep these from separating. Alright, and then we got one more part to deface, and they really are torturing me with this one here. And then we'll look at the rest of the documentation, and then we're done. I feel like a kid putting stickers on everything. And I know some people in the community are going to hate me when they go, oh, man, you're complaining about stickers? You could just peel them off. Well, that's the thing, though. Sets are more valuable if they're printed. They're silk screened. Okay. So it starts with the truck, and it goes to this. Alright, well, let's see if we can fold that down there. So here's the stickified parts, and let's try and see if we can fold this thing back into a truck here. I think these go down like that. Okay. And these parts are in the back. So something in here has to rotate, huh? Feels like this thing is just about to break off. I think that rotates around, and then, yeah, I don't know, it's supposed to rotate, but I can't get it to do anything. There we go. Oh, something's buckling. Oh, that's a job in itself. And let's see here. And how do the arms fold up, huh? I know how these sides go in, but how do the arms fold up behind it or something? I'm trying to get it to look like the truck. Of course, I can't see it at that angle, so these fold like this. Oh. Hold on. I think it goes like that. That's how it goes. Somebody's probably really laughing, going, oh my goodness, you can't get that together. I think the hands come off. But they said they wanted the hands not to be removed. I bet the hands just fold right under here. And I know somebody's probably laughing, but you got to remember, I haven't watched the show in well over 30 some odd years. Since they, the FCC pretty much banned children's cartoons off the airwaves. That's pretty much what they did, and don't get me started on that rant. I may say that for another build. But just trying to see if I can get it to fold up here the way that they show it. So I think the hands come off, but looks like a mess. I think the hands do pop off, because I don't see any other way. I think these just pop off. Let's just take those off right now. Yeah, this... Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's sure not going together correctly. Huh. Like it doesn't lock down all the way, and it had to pop the hands off, so there's something going on here. Like, that's as far as it'll tip. Like, I can't go any further without breaking something, so something here is out of alignment. I mean, I feel like I'm going to break it. There we go. So this is just a shelf hog. And then this is supposed to close down. But yeah, so looks good in the picture, but I sure can't get it to look like that. Like for this, it just doesn't stick in there all the way. Unless the hands are supposed to fold under where the wheels are at, but let's see here. How's the bumper go on here? So the bumper's straight. So, yeah, this is just a novelty piece. And I know it's not the best camera angle. You'll just have to watch the review for that. When I do the review on this thing, and I'm just going to do it as uncensored. And if things break, they break. So, Lego's version looks perfect. Mine looks pretty sloppy. So, yeah, this is meant as a shelf hog in this. I think this is supposed to hide somewhere. I think we're supposed to tuck that in there. There we go. Maybe that was the problem. It honestly looks like a little creator set, one of those monster truck or a diesel, but honestly, if you were to just to make this into a regular MOC without it twisting and turning, this would make a killer Lego build. But you know, as far as for it working very well, I'm struggling with it. It's a struggle here to get all this to line up perfectly. I mean, but you could use this as a, well, you could almost use it. Maybe it's all the stickers weighing it down. Let's see if we can get these hands back on here. So the hands, that's why I like doing these raw and cut videos. And let's grab the other one here. So I'm taking it the hands do come off, because in the book they show the hands cupped around, but the wheels are right in the way. So I'm going to be flat out honest with you here. This, like, some just doesn't look like it's lined up here. It is, but this is just a fun little novelty piece. I don't think this is meant to be played with. Like, so I can't get this to close down. So I think you have to pop the hands off. So it's just more stuff you have to lose, but other than that, though, there she is. So I bet you could modify this and put a big old semi on the back like a trailer, and you could really have some fun with that. I mean, it works. It's just really twitchy, and it, you know, it's heavy. Let's see if we can transform it again. Okay, so raise this up, pop out the arms, and then like that. And by the way, there's some people there who take reviews very seriously. I don't know why, but they do. It's like, you need to be I had one guy tell me I need to be professional at this. I'm like, it's just a hobby. it's not meant to be for reals, like taking this stuff seriously, but you know, building stuff is the fun part. So, and then you pop the hands back on there. Just put these back in here, like that. And yeah, I'll just stick that right down in there. So honestly, would you play with this? This is a novelty. And these also move. But it's just a novelty piece, nothing more. So honestly, if you really wanted to have some fun with it, maybe we could do a drop test on it one day. See what the drop test value is. There we go. So, let's see if I can back the camera out here. Just have to turn your monitor sideways. If you're on a tablet, yeah, you're in good shape, but there you are. I mean, yeah, it's done. I just, it was fun to put together, but all this is a novelty piece, nothing more. So I hope you all enjoyed this installment series of building the Transformers Optimus Prime. I believe this is set number 10302. Basically, it's just a shelf hog.